Hey everyone, Sam and Chris from Wyvern Kodiak here. Before we get started, like and subscribe, check out some of the other videos and content that we have on our channels. Thanks a lot. Hey everyone, Sam at Wyvern Kodiak. Today we're checking out a knife from Bestech with one of the craziest names in the industry right now. This is going to be the Wet Nellie. Now, Chris can't make it today, so I'm going to be flying solo, and we'll go and check this thing out. So, the Wet Nellie is designed by Kombou, Grzegorz Grabowski, and he's out of Poland. He does some really nice designs on there. I'm sure you've probably seen some of them before. He did the Sinu, he has done the Mothis, he's done the Eccentric, and now the Wet Nellie. He's got several others. Really talented designer. And again, he's out of Poland, but a lot of his stuff is inspired by nature, architecture. He does aviation, cars, and video games, so he's got a lot of really artistic ideas behind him and finds inspiration in them. It's really cool, really cool. So let's take a look at this knife. So button lock, it is a plunge lock here, but it is a plunge frame, so that's pretty cool. It has this beautiful milling on this. It comes in a white stonewash and bronze finish on this one, and then it does have 3 other finishes besides this one. T8 hardware everywhere. Flipper tab on the back here. It does have a milled titanium pocket clip with more of that really cool milling on it, and again on the top here, as well as a wraparound titanium backspacer, which has more of that cool pattern. It does have a lock bar relief cut on the outside here with some milling on the inside of it. Looks real nice. Let's open this thing up. That had some detent on it. Holy crap, I missed. Woo. All right, so as you can see, it has a really nice drop point on this thing with a swedge. Beautiful stonewash on the blade here, and this blade is in Magna Cut, so good high quality steel. And if I remember right, it says 6264 on the HRC for those of you who are paying attention to the hardness scale. So let's check some size comparisons real quick. I try to use knives that people are familiar with, so I am going to use a Demko 80-20.5, and I'm going to use a Demko Shark Cub. You can see that the Bestech is larger than both of them. And then I'm going to use a Benchmade Bug Out, and I'm going to use a Vostede Porcupine. And as you can see there, again, the Bestech is larger than both of those as well. Specs on this knife, it's 8.04 inches overall. The blade on it comes in at 3.53 inches, and the weight on this is 3.63 ounces. So, let's do some ergos. Ergos in hand here, 4-finger grip. I have double XL hands, so you can see this fits me well in my hand with no problems whatsoever. I am getting a little bit of a hot spot, or just some pressure more than a hot spot right here on my hand, and it looks like it's this little jut right here that's catching me. If I had smaller hands, I'd fall within that groove, but my hand lands right on that. So when I bear down and I squeeze real tight, it does create a little bit of a pressure point there. But otherwise, nothing too significant. I could definitely say I would use this knife. And then a nice finger choil here that I can choke up on and get my finger in this jimping to lock in, or I can put my finger out on the spine of the knife and I'm locked in here as well. I would like to see a little bit more jimping here, but I can see why they did what they did in the design, and I don't think that it's any flaw here. I think it's adequate. So they did a good job, and this is extremely comfortable. This has no hot spots whatsoever. this is probably where I would live. This would be home for me. So the action on this is on bearings. And let's check here. We've got button lock. Yeah. Yeah, that's got nice action on that drop there. And then we got a frame lock here as well. So yeah, it's a couple shakes closed, nothing crazy. It's controlled, which is fine. The flipper tab, actually, when you disengage, it actually hits your finger here, which is good so that the knife doesn't come down and get you, because that would suck. So overall, I think that this knife has some good fidgetability to it, and I like having a frame lock over just a plunge lock because that enables you to have a little bit more strength when you're working with this knife. So let's look at this pocket clip for a second here. Pocket clip on it is beautiful. It really is finishing to the body here. I mean, it follows the lines and contours really, really nice. Goes from this wide part to this thin part. And it has a decent ramp and plenty of room under here. So it may be a pretty decent clip. Let's test this out. So we're going to go ahead and grab our test pants. For those of you new to the channel, these are medium thickness jeans. I'm going to put this knife in the pocket here. I'm going to see how easy it slides into the pocket, how good the retention is, how easy it slides out of the pocket, and if going in and out of the pocket is going to create any long-term damage to the seams or fray the pockets at all. So here we go. We're going in, and it goes in pretty easy, not too bad, not even a lot of pressure. And it sticks up probably about ½ an inch out of the pocket, so it is not a deep carry, but it is, I've seen definitely worse for sure, so this isn't a terrible pocket clip. Now, retention on this thing, it's fine. It really is, it's fine. It's pulling the pants and it's not sliding out of the pocket, so it has good retention. Now let's see how it is coming out of the pocket. No problem, very minimal pressure, and it's not going to create any sort of long-term damage on that pocket for the most part. So I would say that this pocket clip gets an A and a good passing grade. Quality pocket clip for sure, well designed. So I'd love to know what you all think. What do you think about this knife? I think it is really, really nice. I would love to have, a thumb stud or something for another mode of actuation here. Not just a rear flipper. I cannot, it's just too smooth of a blade here. I cannot flick off the blade. So it's just gonna be rear flipper only. But for one mode of deployment, I will say it is a very good mode of deployment. And it works well. I like having the button there, getting your fingers out of the blade path. I do like having the frame lock there for the added security of strength. So this is a really, really nice, well-designed and excellently executed knife. Bestech always does fantastic work, and their fit and finish is spot on. There's a reason why Chris and I chose them for our OEM, and this is exactly why, because they can do beautiful artwork like this. So again, what do you all think about this knife? Do you have one, or have you handled one? And are there any other Bestech knives that you like, that you're interested in getting? Would love to hear your thoughts. So, give us a like and a subscribe. Give us some comments. We always enjoy interacting with all of you. And then do me a favor. If you're on Instagram, follow us on Instagram at WyvernKodiak. And then Wednesday nights, join us in the Dragon's Lair for our YouTube live show. It goes on at 9 p.m. Eastern time. We'd love to hang out, talk knives, and whatever else. And we hope to see you there. We appreciate everybody's time today. You all have a great day. Take care.